A young Italian teenager of our times who was a gamer and a computer programmer, who liked playing soccer and above all had a special love for the Holy Eucharist. His life is an inspiration to the young people of today. He is none other than Blessed Carlos Acutis. Dear friends, welcome to You Too Can Be a Saint, an interaction with a saint to give us a meaningful insight into the lives of saints who are remembered for extraordinary acts of holiness in their lives. Welcome, Blessed Carlos. We are happy to have you with us today. You are truly an inspiration to the young people of how we can use technology to spread the gospel, to reach as many people as possible, and help them know the beauty of friendship with the Lord. At the outset, can you share with us a little bit about your early life and your parents?
Thank you for having me here today. I was born to wealthy parents living in Milan. I had everything I wanted. I grew up as an ordinary child. I loved football, Pokemon, action films, playing the latest video games, and later computer programming. Oh, not to forget my pets at home. But from an early age, my first love was our Lord in the Eucharist. My parents weren't devout and religious, but I had models who inspired me, like Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Bernadette, Saint Jacinta, Saint Francisco, and yes, Saint Dominic Savio. I loved praying the Rosary, and I would try and attend daily Mass as often as I could.
Blessed Carlos, as a young boy, you had a special love for the Eucharist, and you said you would try your best to attend daily Mass. Can you share with us a little bit more about the importance of the Eucharist in your life?
Well, for me, the Eucharist was a highway to heaven. For example, if we get in front of the sun, we get suntans. But when we get in front of Jesus in the Eucharist, we become saints. That was my deep faith in the Eucharist. And so I began to document Eucharistic miracles that were happening all over the world. I believe that if people knew that Jesus was truly in the Eucharist, they would turn to God and be changed persons.
That is a beautiful and meaningful sharing, and it surely opens our eyes to see and examine the place we give the Eucharist in our lives. Blessed Carlos, you were very good with the use of technology, and you made the best use of it in fulfilling your vision and mission. Can you share with us a little more about this mission and how you went about fulfilling it?
Yes, surely. I was drawn to the resurrected Jesus present at the Eucharist. And I learned to design websites to spread this love for the Eucharist and Mary and to teach about angels. When I was 11 years old, I began visiting Eucharistic miracles all over the world with my parents and then documenting them on my website so people around the world could witness the life-changing power of the Eucharist.
That is truly a beautiful mission you took up at a very young age. But besides this, you also went about helping and serving people in need. Can you share with us something about your mission among the people?
I had it fixed in my mind that I couldn't waste time. I hated to be enslaved by anything. So although I loved computer games, I made sure I played for only 1 hour a week and gave the rest of my time to good works of charity. I spent time with the other children who were suffering because of their parents' divorce or domestic problems. I made time to tutor my classmates also, especially those who were struggling with homework or computer problems sometimes. I stood up for my classmates being bullied, especially those who were disabled. Besides all this, I like spending time with the elderly, helping them with a few tasks, and as I would walk home, I would often bring warm drinks and food, and sometimes warm clothes to the homeless. All this with the little pocket money I used to save. I believe life is a gift because as long as we are on earth, we can increase our level of love.
Blessed Carlos, you are truly an inspiration for all the young people of today. Thank you very much for spending time with us today. Carlos Acutis did not strive to become famous, but rather to cooperate as generously as possible with God's grace. That journey brought him many experiences, but they were all united by a burning desire to serve God and others as generously as possible. Blessed Carlos Acutis' body was found to be incorrupt and lies inside a glass coffin. A teenage boy, apparently sleeping, his face peaceful and kind, a rosary looped around his hand. He had an advanced awareness of the meaning of life and how to live well. A Eucharistic amazement and a deep love for Mary led him to a vibrant charity. He attracted people to the faith more by his example and friendship than by words. This teenage boy, dressed in jeans, sneakers, and a casual sports top, an example to the young people that it is possible for each one of us to walk the highway to heaven.